ask y'all a question. What are the three components of building wealth? Or what three things do you need to do to build wealth?
Shit, to build wealth?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
consistency.
that
Well, let me rephrase that. What are the three parts of wealth that like millionaires and billionaires have?
credit, uh, uh, business partners, and I would say I would say nah, I was about to say they're not egotistical, but that's not factual. I would say I don't know the third one. I don't know what you got, Mr. Stepan. Because I can't just pick three things.
Right,
Because-
right.
Well, there's three foundations, and then there's other stuff that kind of falls into an umbrella underneath that. But what you got?
It's similar. It's like networking. Like I said, consistency, and I don't even know how to necessarily word it, but like failure comes into a lot of the play of becoming like wealthy.
Your losses are a lesson.
Right,
True.
right.
So, you guys are all hitting points. Majority of that falls under the umbrella. So the three main components of it are stocks, real estate, and life insurance policies.
Yeah, I've been seeing
Yeah, if
life
you-
insurance
yeah.
policies a lot.
So
See, I wasn't really. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say now.
but it goes deeper than that too, cause like boom, like with your life insurance policies, then you got
People been taking loans out off those. And
yeah,
stuff
you
like
can
that.
take because you have ones that are what's the word I want to use? They earn
whole term.
yeah
there's
your whole
different
term.
types
They
of-
got they basically like they become liquid to some extent, and then you have that. So then with that and your real estate, like once you start buying up real estate or have a business, that's another piece to that. Now boom, you have all of that, right? So now you open up a business. Now you got a business. Boom. Now you get a trust to run the business and to run your assets. You know what I mean, and buy your properties up.
I just seen this somewhere.
Then on top of that, bro, you get a C corp on top of this. You know what I mean? There's so many layers to this. I've been following this dude. Shout out to Wall Street Trapper. He put me on to quite a bit, and then my attorney I've been talking to heavy lately. He put me on to some things. So, and then a wedding that was done recently, we did, me and Lorena. At that particular wedding, when I was shooting the groom and the groomsmen, that was one of the conversations we were having in the room when they was getting ready. They were talking about art and just things that they're doing with their children that wasn't done with them. More or less to put them in a better position. We was talking about like, if you got a credit card, boom, you add your child on as an authorized user on your credit card. So now they turn 18. As long as you paying your credit cards off and doing what you got to do.
They credit popping.
Credit crazy. As soon as they turn 18, college, boom. Now you give them that card. It's like, yo, this is what your monthly limit is. Pay it off, you Gucci. So yeah, man, we gotta start diving into that. But yeah, so stocks, real estate, life insurance, something all of us POCs need. That almost sounds like POSs, the way I said it. But something our POCs need. So the reason I brought that up, because it made me think about just like black entertainers, like ball players, football players, basketball players, and even rappers. Like how many of these, like if you had to look at a percentage of it, what percentage of these individuals do you think have all those in order now? Because ball players back in the 90s, the majority of them blew through their paper.
Not a lot.
You still think not a lot till this day?
No. Because they don't think the money ever gonna run out till it runs out.
Well, if you had to put a percentage on that had it right, what would you say what number that would be?
30%.
What about you?
I was gonna go with like 23.
23%. No, I'm just laughing at the number you
Cause,
chose.
'cause you figure everybody ain't getting LeBron money. Everybody ain't getting Kyrie money.
True.
Everybody ain't getting freaking Steph money. So everybody else is like lower tier, so they probably only getting low mills. You know what I'm saying? So they they just living off their contracts or their weekly salaries. But
Yeah,
a
one
lot.
of the richest. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. One of the richest NBA players ever, like wealthiest, was actually. I think he only made like $500,000 his entire career.
But then he bought franchises.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He bought
Absolutely.
all those Wendy's, the Burger Kings, and all
Yeah.
those joints up. Now he worth stupid millions.
But like a lot of them nowadays, they ain't on it like that. Cause like if you
It's
look
like
at,
Vin Baker.
yeah, if you look at it right during the NBA draft, excuse my language, why the fuck these 19-year-old kids showing up with $1 million worth of fucking jewelry on? That's just stupidity.
That's the
You know what I'm
agents
saying?
doing that to him.
Yeah, but still, like you could say no, I don't want that. Say no, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? But like that's kind of like the image. That's the image that society, pushes you towards and says, hey, you got to look like this just to say that you made it and you got it at the end of the day. But I don't really like talking about the bread because at the end of the day, they still got more bread than me. But like, I
Do
know
now, but it's a longevity thing.
I know my bills, and I know because they got money, they bills is gonna be way bigger than mine. You know what I'm saying? So they got agents, they got lawyers, they got cars, they got jewelry, they got houses and stuff like that.
Some of it
Like,
is
bro, at the end of the day, all that shit costs some change. And if you only got a freaking $5 million contract, cut that in half because all you ain't getting that. You don't have that $5 million just sitting in the bank. That's what people think they do.
Right.
No, that ain't just sitting in the bank.
You got to pay dues to the league.
Yeah,
You got to
like
pay your agent. You got to pay your taxes.
you got all types of expenses, plus your daily like.
And people don't remember NBA players. They are, they're not like on salary. They're not paid like they're not payroll employees. They're 1099 workers. So they're independent contractors. So they got to handle their own taxes and all of that. If you mismanage that, it's a wrap. You had just said something too that just made me think of something else I wanted to dive into. It was after you mentioned Vin Baker. Oh, but speaking of Vin Baker, I remember like he blew a lot of bread, bro.
Yeah, I know that as a dude. I guess he had a house somewhere, and it ended up being for sale or whatever because he couldn't keep up with it.
So
I want to say it was in like Durham or something like that, because it was dude I worked with was like, yeah, Vin Baker's house is for sale now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember and that's back in like 2016 when home was telling me this. I'm like,
it is what it
damn,
is.
man, I ain't hear Vin Baker name in a minute.
You know what's crazy? So he works at a Starbucks. He's a store manager at a Starbucks.
Vin Baker?
Yeah. Some reporter had tried to run down on him and basically embarrass him, and he was like, "No, like this is my new look on life. I'm retired from the game. I'm trying something different, and I'm enjoying it, and I respect it to the fullest."
Yeah.
What a lot of people don't realize too, a lot of these NBA players, they actually get a check, like a pension check from the league every year. One check.